I know then and there, I know at the sight of his face, how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare, and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart, I'll know, and I won't have to ask, am I right, am I wise, am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng, for I know when my love comes along. All right, so that was inspired by two things in my life. One of them happened last week. Well, actually, both of them happened last week. Last Wednesday, I took my kids on a field trip. My chorus students and my musical theater students went to Guys and Dolls at University High School. My friend Alex Mendez is the director there, and they put on a fantastic production of Guys and Dolls. He was kind enough to invite my kids to come and watch the previews during the school day. You would have thought my kids went to go see like a Broadway production in New York City. Like the bus ride, they thought it was a plane. When we got to the school, they thought they were in Times Square ready to see the big show. And they reacted the same way that they would have if it had been a Broadway show. They got to meet the cast. They got to talk to them and ask questions. It was really one of the best days of teaching that I've had. Seeing them just sparkle when they went to this field trip, and they were just bursting with enthusiasm, real genuine enthusiasm for the performing part of it, getting to ask the questions of the performers that they've always wondered. It was a really special day for me as a teacher. And it also was a full circle situation, which I'll get to a little later in the video. The second reason this song came to mind was because of a recent episode in my life on the relationship front. Afterwards, I had a conversation with one of my sister-in-laws, and she gave me this really excellent advice. It's probably one of those things that you can tell someone, and I could probably tell someone from the outside, but to receive that advice from the inside perspective is a little bit different. The people and their cars. Can you hear it? I can't take it. It's all day. Is it supposed to be cool? Am I supposed to be impressed? Am I supposed to want to go out there and ask you how cool your life is? Okay, back to my touching story. So I was having this conversation with one of my sister-in-laws, and she basically reminded me that when the real deal comes along, when the right person comes along, you don't wonder. It's very clear that it's the right person. The games that get played aren't played. And as this song says from Guys and Dolls, you don't have to ask, am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? You don't have to ask these questions. Do I text too much? Did I wait too long? Should I have said this differently? All of those things just fall into place where they're supposed to. You don't have to question yourself. When it is the right person, that's when that happens. And her advice really stuck with me, and it immediately made me think of this song from Guys and Dolls that up until this point was just a show tune to me. And I've been on a show tune kick because once again, there's so much truth in the lyrics of show tunes. I mean, there's a reason it grabs people by the heartstrings because it speaks so much truth to life. This song has it all. Hits the nail on the head. Yeah, because they just say, I'll know. I'll know. I guess up until that point, if I don't know, then I do know that they're not the one. So thank you. Thank you to Frank Loesser. I never know how to say his name. One of my favorite songwriters for show tunes. He has done so many of my favorite musicals. I've done a couple of his tunes on my channel before. One of my other favorite ones I did when I came back from my long journey this summer to Africa and beyond. It was from Hans Christian Andersen. I will link it up here or over here, wherever it gets linked. Frank Loesser, an incredible songwriter, not just with the lyrics, because he does both the music and the lyrics. He chooses just the right chords, just the right money notes. In my book, he's like on par with Sondheim. I don't know how to top Sondheim, but that's like a whole other video. Anyway, so those were two things that inspired me to do this cover today. But the throwback part is that when I was in school, my first musical that I actually had the chance to star in was Guys and Dolls. Can you guess who I played? What character did I play when I was in Guys and Dolls in school? We'll see if you can guess it. And if it can be guessed, then perhaps someday when I can locate some archival footage of this, what is probably ridiculous performance, I will do a cover of that character from the show. That will be very interesting. If you think you know who I probably played when I starred in Guys and Dolls in school, then put that in the comments down below. If you were in Guys and Dolls, or if you could be in Guys and Dolls, let me know down in the comments who you would be. I will say at this university high school performance, I was most impressed by the gentleman that played Nicely. I should probably figure out who that kid is because he's gonna be making the big bucks someday. So if you're in the Orlando area, head over to University High School and go check out their production of Guys and Dolls. I think it's playing this week and weekend, and it opened last weekend. Really, really wonderful performances, excellent stagecraft and production, everything all around. Thank you for listening to my video and listening this long. If you enjoyed my short little cover of I'll Know, please give me a thumbs up. Hit this subscribe button over here. Hit the ding-a-ling bell over here and you will be notified when I post more videos, maybe that other Guys and Dolls cover that should be coming. So yeah, do all the things, hit all the buttons, and until then, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. It's time for outros and thank yous for watching. Now please like and subscribe. Please validate my existence by coming back soon. Thank you, goodbye.